Hello and welcome to Interview with DJ Nocturna. I'm here with a very special guest who happens to be a very busy guy. He's done so many wonderful things here for the dark community. He is the founder of Vampire Freaks, as well as the major event called the Dark Force Fest that he does every year now. And I'm Jet. Hi, Jet. Welcome to
Hello,
the
how's it
show.
going?
Yeah, great. Thank you for joining me. So I see you're a very busy guy. I'm loving your website. I like it when it's really organized.
Thank
Um,
you.
and you got everything there. Like if people want to know what is it about, it's in there. You got it. It's all categorized in the. I'm talking about the Vampire Freaks first of all. Yeah, I'm looking at that, and it gives you a little background. So tell us a little bit about how you got started on Vampire Freaks. How did that all come about?
So yeah, I started Vampire Freaks like over 20 years ago at this point, and it was kind of just like a hobby I worked on, when I was in college. I was just learning how to do programming and wanted to create a website. And at first it was just like a message board with like some picture galleries of like my friends, and like we kind of just it was just like a community where we'd chat on there.
Message board. Wow, message board.
Yeah,
I
back in
remember
the day.
those. I
Yeah,
totally
because it
remember.
was like 99, 2000 around then. And yeah, so it's just like a fun thing to do.
Wow. Yeah, I totally remember those message boards. I mean, I would go in there. I mean, I would look forward to it actually because you want to see what somebody. So it's kind of like you wait for them to post something. Yeah, and it's like, yeah, it's really cool.
Hmm.
Wow. And so, what about how did you figure out that it's got to be you got the name, and how did you figure out what you're gonna you sell in there and that kind of stuff?
So yeah, like it started as like a message board thing, and like the name I kind of just like came up with when I was like a teenager. I just thought it was a fun name, and didn't really know what I was gonna use the name for at first. But yeah, it was kind of just like a name I had since I was a teenager. And it kind of like, the website kind of morphed over time over the years, where it became more of like a social networking site for a while, where it was kind of like when like MySpace and Friendster were popular. So it was like a kind of like a MySpace for like goth and alternative people.
Mhm.
And uh the online store we started because um the hosting for the site was just a lot. So I didn't really want to have to pay all this money for website hosting because of all the traffic we were getting. So I was like, okay, how can we pay for the hosting so that we can keep the site running? So basically I started the online store to be able to offset that cost. And
Mhm.
yeah, and kind of just was a just grew over time.
And I believe it started back in 1999 in New York, right? That's how
Yeah,
far back,
that's
right?
correct. Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
and now it has evolved from being a physical store as well, that you did for a while as well, right? You had a physical store, and
We
then
did. We had a retail brick and mortar location in New York City and Manhattan for like over 3 years.
yeah, and then you moved now to a warehouse. Is that you have a large warehouse where you keep all this stuff? Yeah.
Yeah. So we started out in New York for a few years, and then we moved to Jersey for a couple of years. And now we're in Pennsylvania. We've got a warehouse. It's about 15,000 square feet, and we've got like 12 employees. And yeah, it's been doing really well.
It's great. That's a lot of work, honestly, to do something like that and and just juggle your time and because I know you also do one of the top Gothic festivals in the United States called the Dark Force Fest. And that's a yearly event too. And that takes like sometimes you got to prepare like a year or a year before that to even prepare for the next event, right? Because that takes this is a big thing. It's not like one or two bands. I mean, we're talking about major like stuff and just getting all the organization and whatever needs to be done. And it's a big work. So and I know you have that coming up. Tell us a little bit about how that started.
So yeah, Dark Forest Fest, like you said, it's like our big annual event. It's for 3 days in Jersey. It's about like kind of in between New York City and Philadelphia. And I've just been doing events for a while. We started out doing kind of like our weekly goth night in New York called Cybertron. And we did like a few festivals. We did festival in New York back in 2001 or something, or to the called Triton Festival. So we did Triton Festival a couple times, and then we did Dark Side of the Con in the current venue that Dark Force Fest is in. The last Dark Side of the Con was at. So it's been kind of just like experimenting with different events over time. We've done a bunch of different events just over the years. And yeah, Dark Force Fest has kind of just been like a way for us to kind of continue growing these events. Basically, the goal is to always like make the best event we can, as we keep going. We want to keep just making the events bigger and better and just giving a better experience for everybody. So yeah, we've got like 37 bands for this next one, plus like we have two bands for the pre-party as well. So it's just been a gradual progression over time where we start off small with like our smaller club events doing Cybertron and just progressively worked on getting bigger events.
Yeah. So just like last year, it started on it starts at April 19th, right? So the
Yeah,
same time next year, 2024, it'll be in April 19th. So you want to talk about I know it's 3 days, so the 19th to the 21, right? And it's gonna be in New Jersey in the Sheraton.
that's correct.
Yeah.
That's Sheraton, New Jersey. So the Sheraton's pretty cool. It looks like a castle. So I've driven by it before, even before we did this event. It just looks like a big castle in the middle of New Jersey, which is pretty neat.
Mhm.
And yeah, it's pretty cool. We love the Sheraton. They're super nice to us, and it
That's
just
really
looks
cool.
cool. It's really big. We have two band rooms, and we take over the entire venue. Like, it's got 370 hotel rooms, and our basically our crew takes it over. So there's like no other like random people in the venue or anything. Like the first time we used that venue, there were other people like staying at the hotel, for example. Like there was like a wedding party and whatnot. So but for the past couple years, it's just been the venue's been completely just our crowd, which has been really neat. It's kind of like our getaway, and we've been really working also on making it more of like an immersive experience where we're working on more like decor and just making it look cooler. I mean, it really looks cool already on the outside, but the goal is to make it even look cool also on the inside, even more so, so you feel like you're just in a whole different world for a whole new experience.
Wow, that's so amazing. Wow, I'm just totally blown away that you were able to actually do something like that. That's great. Yeah. So,
It's a lot of
so
fun.
yeah, so you got this amazing band that's going to be performing. So many of them, like Mr. Ebb, Leather Strip, Cruise Shadow. So are these confirmed bands? I mean, do you have any more that you haven't confirmed yet, or this is like, oh, this is it? Are you still like trying to get some other people, other guys? Or
So yeah, it's pretty much all confirmed. Lineup's all set. And we start working on the lineup like basically like a year ahead of time. So and we announced the lineup, like the full complete lineup, I think about a month ago. So we try to have the full lineup completely announced probably about 6 months before the event. But yeah, I mean it's all confirmed, it's all looking good, and people are really excited about the lineup, which is cool.
yeah, well, one of the things here that you have as well is a live bats exhibit. That's really interesting. That's really cool.
Yeah, so there's this guy called Joe D'Angeli,
Uh-huh.
and he runs a bat exhibit in New Jersey, and they kind of call him like the New Jersey Batman. He's got like a whole wild animal sanctuary where people can come visit. It's kind of like a mini like wild animal zoo that he runs basically, and he's got bats and he's got all kinds of other animals as well, which is neat. He's got like and it's all like, exotic animals. And yeah, he's a great guy. He comes and does our event. He's been doing it for a few years now.
No, that's
He
so
brings
cool.
this whole bat exhibit, and people can see the bats, and he feeds them, and he also does like a demonstration where he like shows the bats off and teaches you about bats.
Wow, that's so cool. Yeah, so
Yeah, it's
you
pretty
also
neat.
have a bunch of panels and what other presentation? I mean, I'm looking at your Eventbrite page. So if anybody want to get tickets, I know you can get tickets now, right? And there's available now eventbrite.com. Let me see what's the address. Yeah, so I guess you just look for Dark Force Fest 2024 on eventbrite.com if you want to get tickets and check out more
Yeah,
of
or
the.
you can just go on our website. It's just darkforcefest.com, and we have links for tickets and all that and more info on there as well.
Yeah, and you got a drag queen performances, some sideshow performances, some panels, and I guess there must be a presentation of something, right? Is there anything you want to also talk about I'm not seeing here? Like
Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of panels and presentations and performances. The drag queens are really cool. We that's particularly fun and popular is the drag performers, and we actually try to get more like goth alternative kind of freaky drag performers just because it's more fun. It kind of fits in with the vibe, and yeah, they do a fantastic job, which is super cool. So definitely, we recommend checking them out, and that's always like super popular, which is great. But yeah, there's all kinds of stuff going on. It's not, we've got the two rooms of bands, we've got like discussion panels, and where sometimes it's the bands, some of the bands talking, or sometimes it's just based on different interests as well. And we've got sideshow performers where people do pretty much kind of like circus sideshow acts as well. And there's basically like just always like about four or five things going on at the same time at the event, and plus like there's a bunch of vendors as well. So yeah, it's really cool. It's just always a lot of stuff going on where you can't kind of quite see it all because there's too much going on at once. But yeah, it's a lot of fun.
well, that's why it's 3 days. I mean, people can. So when you get a ticket, is there a pass for 1 day? There's a pass for 3 days, or how does that work?
So the vast majority of people come for all 3 days.
Okay. Well,
But yeah, you could get either a 3-day pass or a 1-day pass, or there's like a VIP pass where you get to meet the headliner bands and get access to like the VIP lounge as well. But yeah, most people come for all 3 days, and
yeah.
they'll either stay at the hotel or like a neighboring hotel and just come hang out. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if people want to just stay in the hotel, that's probably the better bet. So you don't have to go anywhere. You're just right there, right? You don't have to worry about
Yeah.
driving.
The only thing is the hotel always sells out super fast as soon as we announce it. It's usually sold out in like a couple days because everyone wants to stay in the hotel. But yeah, the hotel's a lot of fun. Like, there's like all kinds of after parties. It's just like a bunch of goths just staying taking over a whole hotel. So even
How
after the
cool is that?
bands,
That is
people
so
are
cool.
partying at night. Yeah.
And so this location is in the Sheraton Parsippany Hotel, right, on New Jersey. And you can find the address and it tells you exactly how to get there. There's a public transportation as well if you're coming in from, and this is for anybody and everybody, in the world or United States or Europe or anywhere. Do you get a lot of people flying in from out of the country as well?
Yeah, we get people coming in from like Europe and Australia and like a lot of people from Canada. I mean, obviously most people that are coming are, within driving distance, like New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Connecticut. But we do get people come from all over, even the West Coast and whatnot. And yeah, I mean, that's super awesome that, we have people come from other countries just to come to this event.
I know that is so damn cool. And then there's even a video here if somebody watching has never been there and they want to experience it. There's a video on the event on the darkforcefest.com page as well as the link on the
Yeah, there's a
event
couple
page.
of videos on there where you can see kind of like highlights of like the last year, which is pretty fun.
And so the headliner, who's the headliner for this year? I know there's
So for Friday, the headliner's Nitzer Ebb. For Saturday, the headliner is Stabbing Westward. And for Sunday, it's the Cruise Shadows.
oh wow, some amazing band. So everybody out there, if you want to check that out, yeah, you can still get your tickets. It's available now at Dark Force Fest, but you gotta hurry, right? Gotta hurry and get those tickets, or they sell out.
Yeah, we might actually sell out this year. We'll see.
Yeah, I think you will. Yeah, it's
Tickets are going
great.
pretty fast, so we're
Yeah.
excited.
Well, you're a busy guy, and a lot of things are a lot of it's about dedication. And I'm really glad that you put out here the that you provide safe and empowering workplace for people of all genders and orientations, which is really important, I think. And you give a little bit of the facts about about your events and your store, which is great as well. And
Hmm.
yeah, is there anything else you want to talk about with regards to this again? April 19th to the 2024, the Dark Force Fest. And if people are looking for something to wear, I guess they can go to your Vampire Freaks website, right? Check that
Yeah,
out.
I mean, definitely check out our website, vampirefreaks.com. We've got like thousands of products on there, and a lot of the stuff is actually exclusive that we actually made. Like we have all of our a lot of like t-shirts and hoodies that we actually print right here in the US. And it's a lot of exclusive stuff and it's been going really well. So definitely check it out. And yeah, and check out Dark Forest. The awesome thing about Dark Forest Fest is that everybody that comes, like they love it so much that they want to like telling their friends, and then it kind of grows a lot through word of mouth as well, which is really neat.
Yeah, yeah, totally. And this has been running for quite a long time already, right?
So it's actually only our second Dark Force Fest. So it's we've done other similar events in the past, but yeah, for this particular event, it's next year will be our second one. But yeah, it's been going great, which is cool.
Oh wow, okay. Well,
Yeah.
congratulations then. Gee, I mean, to put out an event like this is a lot of work.
Cool. Thank you.
And I hope to catch it I don't know if I can go next year, but I'll see. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I would love to meet up with you and meet you and congratulate you for doing something like this and keeping the community alive and our community and our subculture. It's great. Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Cool. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
And a big shout out to William from Mooncoil Media who's who connected us. He's a great guy. Totally great.
Yeah. Shout out to William for sure.
All right. Anything else? So again, that's darkforcefest.com and vampirefreaks.com. And of course, there's a link on to their Eventbrite page. And you also got some DJs there, right? That night as well in the 3 days. I guess
Yeah, we've got some DJ club events and DJs also playing between the bands. And yeah, we got some good DJs there.
yep, always. All right. Oh gosh. Yeah, thank you so much. It's wonderful to chat with you about this. And,
Awesome. Thank you
uh,
so much. Thanks for your time. I appreciate it.
I'll be sure to share the link on your webpage as well. Okay, one
Nice.
second. Thank you. Thank you, Jet. All right.